Hello, friends. Shadow here. We're back in No Man's Sky. We got the Voyager's Haven, my favorite guys. We are talking map today. Aikamo, hit us up with all the latest updates you got.
Yeah, the map has the custom landing page now, so whenever you search up the havenmap.online, it brings you to a four-box landing page to create, search. Crap, let me actually look at it too.
Create, search, map, and documents. Documents has information relevant to our other sites and our other projects that we have going on. Map obviously takes you to the 3D galaxy map where you can either search systems or zoom in to regions to see the systems themselves. All of the systems have been color coded by their system type, yellow, red, blue, green, purple. We even have the ability to chart in the core of the galaxy now, which that's not something many explorers can do because you can't do it without save edits or modding.
And that's my favorite place to be is in the core.
Yep.
And honestly, when when you first put out that update that showed that we were in the core in the galaxy map, I just about lost my cookies in a good way. If losing cookies was good, but it's not. So I was just really excited because there isn't anywhere else, not even in the game, that allows you to like visually represent what it looks like to be in the galaxy core. When you're in the core in the game, it's just a big fuzzy nothingness. You know, you don't see where anything else exists around you. But
And
um,
shout out to Sub for helping me with that because
oh
he
my gosh, no
he put a
kidding.
lot of time into that one 2D picture of the
Oh,
yeah, like the layout of the actual core region. So taking that and actually trying to map it out made my life a whole lot easier. And then it was just as simple as just turning off the shroud around the core.
Yeah, I mean, well, he is the master when it comes to core travel. He's
Yeah.
been teaching me a lot, so I've got a few little systems there in the map right inside the core that I've built. And it's really just it's neat to see it there because, I mean, it's actually dangerous in the game to go into your galaxy map when you're in the core. It can cause your stuff to crash. So there's no real like representation of what systems are around you or, what's where, but having that here in the Haven map is just it's amazing, actually.
Yeah, the map itself, not only can you visualize the core, it is as close to a one-to-one replication of the actual galaxy that I can get to. So rather than the three drill down boxes that I had to where like you have the galaxy map showing the regions, you click on it, then it show the region with the star systems floating around, then you click on it and then bring you to the actual system then you can just scroll all the way down to the specific systems themselves. Now you can see the regions, you will see the star systems kind of like grow brighter and brighter as you scroll in. So it's as close to a true galaxy map as we can make it right now because we still can't replicate how the star systems are plotted in the region, but we're getting close on that actually.
It's amazing. I'm into my one system here in the core right now where I did a full upload, including um, the special features. This planet has rings. Being able to just like click on this and I can see, if I want to go here. Well, I mean, this is the core, so it's the glyphs are hard to go by. Um, and I think this is actually the 3E8s. That's the glass star.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's a tricky one to travel to, but
Speaking of glass stars as well, whenever another major overhaul was actually the Create tab, but we'll get into that a little later. The Create tab can now distinguish the difference between normal red, green, blue systems, purple systems, phantom systems, and it can also detect a glass system, and it will tell you in the little pop-up whenever you input the glyphs.
in the create tab you said, right?
Hmm.
so yellow, red, blue, green, purple, and glass stars are valid system types. I don't know, what are core systems? Are they just listed as regular systems?
It
Okay.
comes up core as well. When I put it in here, it says core void.
In the game or in the upload, it will tell you if you're within the core region.
Honestly, like the galaxy map and the create systems have been almost everything has been revamped. So visually, it's almost completely different than it was in January. Also, we have more in-depth system options now, like wonders, more resources.
The discoveries.
Yeah, we've revamped the discoveries, so now starships and everything come with class included. We can plot the longitude and latitude, and eventually we're going to link that to a 3D atlas of the planets, so it'll actually chart it in a 3D space.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a project called the Atlas Project that was given to us by a guy named Gus. He hasn't shown around in a bit, but he essentially said the project takes latitude, longitude coordinates and puts it onto a 3D sphere mesh. So then we're just going to try to take that project and integrate it and give every single planet like that 3D sphere mesh that you can see where specific POIs or discoveries are at on the planet.
Cool. Oh, dang. I'm just looking through. I got a little sidetracked. I was looking through all the cool discoveries that are in here. I actually can't wait to upload. I have like folders in my stuff of, like weapons, ships, things like that. I know. I think I did upload one ship one time, but I definitely want to get back into putting more things like that on there. I think that's really cool. Like the ships especially are such a neat addition to be able to go in here and just like click on a starship and ooh, that's a cool ship that's in this system, and oh, this is in Mobile. And then I can click that and here I am. There's the glyphs for the system. If I want to go there, I just need to find my portal in game and take myself there. Or use the hex code and edit myself there.
Or you can use the No Man's Sky service bot app to warp yourself there as well.
I mean, you could. Wow, look at all the information in this system. I clicked on Mobile. 67 discoveries. It's kind of a testament to how in-depth the map can be used by especially for communities. This is a really nice thing, your community members can see like what kind of things exist in a system and maybe they want to go put down a base there or check something out, or find something in particular.
The fun thing about the Mabaya system as well is that was our Grand Fest system that we built up specifically after I fixed up the grading system. So if you look at the top right, you'll see the Platinum X. That is
Ooh.
like the top tier grading that you can get because it has all of the uploaded information plus one wonder filled out and one discovery, like one wonder page filled out. One discovery per planet, and then a base either by the discovery upload or in the system attributes the XYZ or the lat longitude upload, and then you get the X-rated system.
Sometimes I like to just look up at the galaxy map and watch it spin.
Yeah.
I love this spin. I completely remade the galaxy map, so I need to re-add the little settings button to make it spin again. Because if you touch the map after you first load it, it stops spinning and you can't get it to spin.
Yes, I have noticed that, and I do just hit the refresh button to get it to start spinning again.
Yep.
But yeah, if you could zoom in and let it keep spinning, that would be awesome. Or like a play button.
Yeah.
That'd be just because, it's one of those fun little quality of life things that you think about that I appreciate as the map user. Like, doesn't need to be there, but the fact that it is just
That much better.
yes, it's beautiful. So now, speaking of the map, and when I zoom in and I see all this purple here near the core, that was a product of your extractor mod that we have finished since once we've last talked. It was not done. It was kind of a dream still.
Yeah, because I released it in February after your video?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Dang, dang. That's insane to hear out loud. But yeah, the Extractor mod has actually gone through a lot of different revisions since the beginning, even after I released it. But um, currently, oh boy, currently what it does is it makes an API key on your personal computer that it uses to connect to the Haven backend, because the level that you can submit can overwhelm the program. So what I did is I made an accessible API endpoint that can take large uploads, but I put it behind an API key so that any other random bot or person can't use it to almost like DDoS it or try to screw up with the system. Um, so it makes a API key on your computer, and it creates like a little profile for you. So every time you use it, you send it to the same profile on the map as well. And you can, from what I've seen you and Sub do already with it, you can get hundreds of systems within days.
Yeah, when I just rolled through, well, before the Lush Finder mod broke, and then they took out the looping one out of the Nexus, I could literally grab a system every warp sequence. So it was basically 2 systems a minute, because the extractor mod just grabs all the information literally. By the time you've warped in, it's got all the information and it's ready for you to export it right over to the map. And you can just, and well, if you want to claim the system, obviously you should get out of your seat and claim your system, or you can claim them all after you've done a big long run. If you claim, you just do that claim all button. I think people do. But yeah, that one right next to the core, I did that all of those systems in like a night. That was the first night you got the mod done when I was testing it, and I just went kind of ape. Yeah. And then that there was one, like, it's funny because they all show up in one spot when the maps kind of overlaid all the galaxies, because that was my galaxy run where I did like 190 in one night for each galaxy, and then the first night I did whatever the math equates to, and then the second night I did like 190, because the mod just allows you to go to town. It's really nice. Sorry, I get excited and I take over. Anytime anybody starts talking about the mod, I'm like, no, let me talk about it.
It's fun listening to you talk about it, though.
I love it. I fangirl over the mod. I'm not gonna lie. Every time Sean comes up with an update and it breaks our mod, and I have to wait for it to get fixed, although you guys are pretty good about it. I cry a little bit, but and then I wait patiently, and now we're back in business, and you have the batch upload, which is nice. So you can just do a bunch of systems if you want to run through and do like, like to kind of start doing your little region area. You can get a bunch of systems, and then at the end of it, just do the batch upload, and then there is a process for approving the systems depending on like if you're doing it for community or for personal uploads. But if you have questions about that, obviously hit us up in our Discord, because we'd love to help explain it to you guys.
Ekimo cries every time the extractor breaks too.
Oh, God. Really, though.
Yeah.
But you fix it every time, though, which is the most impressive part. So,
Surprisingly, I actually looked back in like the history of my planning documents, try and like keep my ideas somewhat in a tangible path. But the extractor mod was an idea that would happen back in late November, early December, and it took until February to release it. And then I would say honestly, just recently it got to a stable point to where it can send decent uploads and not break every other send.
Yeah, no, I've been testing it. I've been doing well, I haven't been brave enough to do larger chunks than like maybe 15, 20. Because then I still like to go back and like check and make sure that upon approval that everything is there because I'm constantly in that tester mode for the mod, but
Mm-hmm.
um it has been I haven't had a single issue. It's been so reliable. Just that lithium, whatever reason, those purple systems are kind of stinkers, but
Always purple systems.
always, but actually the purple have been perfect. It's only lithium and it comes up water world for some reason, but
Interesting.
yeah, I just prove it. Okay. I know eventually it can be backlogged and fixed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if since they're all the same value, I can just do a scan of the database, find any water world instance, and just change them to lithium.
yeah, because it seems to be the only thing. Everything I've tested it in the core. Actually, those systems if you filter by faction in the core, there's like 3 little purple systems, and those I've just done. I think one I might have manually uploaded because I was just too excited when we were in the core. But then I tested out a couple with the Extractor mod. I think I had a system I picked in the core, and then I did a region view, and it turns out Sub and I are neighbors. So
Nice.
I know, I was like, of course you'd be here. So I don't want to like step on his toes in that region. So I found one kind of just next door. And then I told him like, look, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna hotkey my E-warp. And I'm gonna start at 1 in a region, and I'm just gonna see how many times I can hit 3 before my finger doesn't want to do it anymore. Every time I warp in a system, hit 3 again, gone to the next one up the interval. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll get a nice chunk of something.
That'd be a really good way to get a full region in game and then an actual legit full region in the back end.
Right. In the core too.
Mm-hmm.
It's on my to-do list. Thinking maybe I'll do some we could do like a little live show, like a live party. Let's see how long we can last. And when I start falling asleep, everybody in chat has to just like yell at me to wake me up, and then I start hitting the hotkey again.
Yeah. So you
Look,
like dozing off. Like, no, hit it.
in 24 hours, I could get 2,000 like 880 systems. So, yeah. Star, tell us about your bot keeper. You are doing some crazy things with that guy.
Star, talk about Keeper. I'm done talking.
Right now I have a system lookup that you can use to. I haven't done it. It's not searchable by name yet, so you can't like type in a system name and find a system. But if you use the glyphs, you can tell if it's uncharted, what type of system it is: phantom, glass, yellow, red, blue, green, purple. If it is charted, it will tell you what community it is charted by, and very soon here it will be able to link you to the actual system in the map. And then I have
Ooh.
a
Sorry, that's
these
exciting.
this keyboard, this search and the Haven upload both use a glyph keyboard. So it uses a custom keyboard that actually has the glyph emojis as buttons that you can use to type in the glyphs, so you have easy visualization when you're using it. The upload feature I just mentioned is for systems, planets, and discoveries. I'm going to go through and update the discovery fields here soon, but right now everything is connected from my bot to the map, so you can upload systems and discoveries, but it is all manual, like the Haven map used to be. I'm going to work with ECMO on updating that here soon, too.
Cool.
We have a featured photo system. Eventually, we're going to have some featured photo systems in different departments, specific for our architecture department. We're going to have base uploads, and then on the map eventually, we're gonna have a featured base page or for bases that get viewed, and we're gonna have like I don't know if it's gonna be like a star favorite or a like button or something, but my featured function is going to automatically upload bases that get so many reactions as featured bases in that system.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been watching the featured in the photography, and that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like when it gets so many reactions and then it pops up in the feed.
Yep. And then there's going to be a photography section in architecture, but instead of going to, well, actually, I might have it send it to the featured photo channel and upload it to the map too.
Oh, okay. I would like to keep her also to be in Shadow World. I know we're talking about that when it's ready to go. I'm excited to try out all the cool features that it has there.
The XP system I'll have to work on a little more before I get it to a place where it's able to be transferred. So that's one of the functions it's not going to have on other servers right now. Just because it's so reliant on our departments, which we're really trying to lean into right now. I'd have to figure out some way to like make a blank template for other servers to, create their own XP system.
Okay. That's fair enough, though, because that's pretty personal, I would think, with where you would want that to go and how you would want it to be doled out.
Exactly. And like a lot of the decisions I'm going to be making for the department system that we're leaning into are really reliant on like Haven leaders specifically giving their input for their departments.
Oh, that makes sense. That area should be pretty like, community specific.
Yeah, and then so it's all by server. So if you use the setup command, you choose what features you want, you choose what commands you want, and where you want them to be able to be used. And that is specific to your server. And only admins can use the setup command. So if you don't have admin perms in your server already, it's not just going to let any Joe Schmo mess with it.
That's probably good.
It'll straight up just send a message that says you don't have perms to use this command. The keeper will react to anything you say with his name in it. That's a little funny thing I added. If you say hello to him, he'll react with a waving emoji, and he'll give you a little greeting phrase back. Eventually, I'm gonna make more phrases and stuff. He can already like call you out by name if you say hi to him.
I like when
Um,
you say his name and then you get the little eyeballs and the
yep,
eyeball reaction.
yep, I love that. Sometimes I forget he does that, so I'll type it and I'll be like, "Dang, who's reacted to my message so fast?" And I was like, "Oh,
It's
oh,
my
duh,
bot.
my bot."
My own bot. He does love you though. Keeper is awesome.
One of the biggest things that I like about the Keeper right now is the community archive. You can add any community is free to add their civ using the Keeper commands, and then it enters it into a searchable library where people can look up different civs and stuff. And that's especially something that I think will be useful for Shadow's World in the future. Because of your plans to kind of direct people to where they want to go.
Oh, definitely. I'm in there. I think I've tried to be one of the first communities in there. I should be in there. Can we check? We should check and make sure I'm in there actually. Now that we're talking
You
about
are.
it.
You are.
Okay,
Yeah, you have.
cool.
Yeah, I'll show you here in a little bit, but
Oh yeah, especially with
so
people if they're looking for, because at Shadow World I have my certain things I like to do, I like to travel, I like to build stuff, but I have a lot of friends that do a lot of other cool things that I don't do.
that is one of, I would say, the base features of the Keeper that like you don't have to uh put that. You can put it in a specific channel like we do, but it's definitely not one of those things that you have to, and it's definitely not a feature that you're gonna have to select to use. It's across all servers. So any server that gets uploaded to the Keeper from any server goes into the same database, so you can pull it up from any of those servers.
oh, that's neat. I can know any other mad plans you guys have over there at the Haven.
Some of the things that we have planned for the future, and one of them is going to happen relatively soon, is the LLC idea that I had. It essentially is going to try to create more of a like actual entity to one house the home lab and software behind to give it a little bit of protection and also remove me a little bit more from it. So it's like it's not me running around with all of them. It's the Voyager's Haven LLC that is meant to do stuff like this for everyone. But there's also a really crazy idea of trying to get all of this up and running and have it basically support itself, like the LLC support itself. Um, there's a lot that I have planned with it, but I still need to do a few more research deep dives to the actual like legalities of everything that I want to do. Um,
You're saying have the Haven support itself so that the things that you're bringing to the community can be brought to the community for free.
yeah, 100%.
I can get by that. That's what you
Um,
say, free, and that is my favorite part of community. Um, when our minds come together to come up with some kind of madness that like this, the ability to like, oh, you want to find a lush planet somewhere, you can search it in the map, you can find what you're looking for, there's glyphs, you can go there, you can catalog your community, you can see your footprint and history here in the game. And
mhm.
if you want somebody to come over to your community and help you upload to the map, we've got envoys for that. That's my job, lead envoy for the Haven. We have the capabilities to get your full region, all 4,096 stars that exist within your, community's capital region or wherever you want it to go. But the fact that you want to bring this to the community for free is amazing. And I'm here to help. I want to help communities put their name out there, get their footprint on the map. And it's just so neat to like see your little neck of the woods here and like who your neighbors are and, what galaxies people reside in. And, here's the Indominus Legion and, he's in the 150. And, of course, I love 256. That's my favorite place to be. It's just special.
Yeah, it's meant for everyone to be used. It's meant to everyone to show off where they've been. It's I said this a few times in the past, but this is kind of like been my hobby for the last 8 months. So, a hobby that costs you around $500, I would say, is doing pretty good. So
No doubt.
it's one
I've
of the
got more
biggest
money than
reasons.
that in my PC, so I feel like,
Yeah.
that's really not. You mentioned the home lab, but you didn't really talk about the fact that you have such a crazy thing going on right now there.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to do a lot. The idea that I want to get to the home lab is to around a $5,000 build, but that's after the LLC is created.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. A little
Hmm.
protection in that. I mean, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Because that's what I'm also not just here to like talk about my favorite things,
Hmm.
but
Sure.
The exchange.
Do you want me to talk about them, or do you want to?
Don't volunteer me for things.
I'm volunteering you.
Uh, as for the Travelers Exchange, it will kind of be this extension of the game. We see a lot of people, not just civs, but we see a lot of people want to start businesses. And in a way to facilitate that, we have our own economy system set up so that people can create banks for their civs or for their businesses, and they can set value to their money and exchange it with other people in a way that will create sort of what did you call it, a moving economy?
Yeah.
And it's outside of
Um,
in-game currency so that you
it's
can't just
outside
like
of
dupe
in-game.
think glitch your
Exactly.
money and like, make things basically worthless.
Exactly. So, and one of the better ideas I've seen that I like is we're partnered with an Astro Auctioneers where they're going to use this economy system to hold auctions for planets. Um, and then eventually, this is later down the line, but eventually we'll have a way to transfer ownership on the map.
like from Astro auctioneers over to
from
the
Astro.
to whoever
Right.
gets it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually talked with him. We're gonna work together on using the Extractor mod to grab systems for Astro, and then for them to search through and find, like nice planets, things for auctioning off. The Extractor mod's really great for that, and I don't, I have certain saves that I use where I don't want to claim their systems. They're for other people to claim. So I have certain saves where I never claim a system in them because they're kept open. They're really only for me to grab the information for either another community or for the map. So
I wonder if eventually, Ekimo, you could add perms, like account perms, like auction business or something, so they can transfer their systems to other people, like where they go transfer to, type in username.
I mean, I could make something for that whenever we
We
get
get
around
everything.
to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, what do you guys think? I honestly would like to do even monthly, like Haven updates. I think could
Yeah,
definitely be done.
definitely.
So stay tuned for more Haven videos. We've got big plans, friends. There's going to be a lot more No Man's Sky community features coming your way. Bye.